I still remember when I went up to the stage for the first time in my life. It was when I was in class 5. I think I was 10 years old at the time. It was during an event, a competition event. I was in boarding and we had a solo singing competition. And I went up to the stage. I was really nervous and the audience could clearly see that I'm nervous because my legs and my hands were trembling, they were shaking. And I couldn't even maintain an eye contact with the audience because I was really nervous. So what I did was I looked up at the roof and I don't know how I completed the song because I couldn't hear anything what I've sang. So that was the first time and that was my first experience going up to the stage in front of others. And in the following months and the following years, I was able to get so many opportunities. I was able to participate in so many competitions, and somehow I was able to improve my confidence. I was able to boost my confidence when my confidence of going up to the stage. So by the time I reached class 10, I was able to speak, or I was able to perform well, or I was able to perform in front of the stage. Although there was still that stage fear, but still then I was able to perform somehow okay with going up to the stage. So I was doing well until class 10, but the 2 following years destroyed everything because it was the 2 COVID year and the whole world was in lockdown. I didn't speak English for the 2 whole years, not even a word, and I didn't go up to the stage or I didn't appear in front of anyone, so everything was crushed. I remember the first day of my college. It was our class captain election or the class monitor election. I voluntarily stood up to be the candidate. And so my class teacher asked me to come forward and speak few words to my classmate. The moment I stood in front of my classmate, I regretted my decision because I couldn't speak even a line. I couldn't utter any words. I was really nervous, and at that moment I felt like I am at the starting point again. I said few words and I went back, but in the following year I was able to boost my confidence again, and I was able to build up again, and I was able to improve my confidence on stage. And by the time I reached my final year, I was able to go up to the stage without having that stage fear. So it was okay till college, but since I left college till today, I haven't really appeared or haven't spoken anything in front of others. Although I attended a program 2-3 months back, but I should say I haven't really gone up to the stage in front of so many people. So I could feel that confidence slowly decreasing. And so today in this video, I want to share this and the reason why I'm sharing is because I feel that these are the skills, or these are the skill sets that we really need to improve, even though it may not be part of our books. Having the conversational skill, or having communicational skill, or having that ability to go up to the stage and speak in front of everyone, and having confidence in front of camera, or being able to speak to camera, because we are now living in a digital world. And I feel that we need to at least learn how to face or how to speak even in front of camera. So these are the skill sets that will really change our life, I believe. And out of these, there is one thing I really want to stress, or I want to emphasize, that is having a good conversational skill. The reason why I believe we need to have a conversational skill is because it helps us to express ourselves. It helps us to express our thought, what is up here. Nowadays, I see so many reels or so many memes about being extrovert, being introvert, being alone, and somehow we kind of fancy, or we kind of like think it's cool to be introvert or to be alone and spend time alone. But I don't think that is actually really great. Although being too extrovert is of course not recommended, but I think being introvert is actually something we should avoid. Because when we are introvert or when we have less social interaction, we begin to think so many things here. The lesser we speak, the more we think. So the more we think, the more self-conscious we become. And the more self-conscious we become, the more we are afraid to face people. So when you become too self-conscious, we are afraid of people, what people will say, or what people will judge, or what people will think of me. We are afraid to talk to people. We are afraid to open up what is in us. We are afraid to converse with strangers. So the more you hide your thoughts, the more you bury your thoughts, the more lonely you become. And it could be very fatal, because I've talked about depression in my previous video. This is something very common in our present society. Even a teenager or even a high school kids, now they suffer from depression. When I was in high school or when I was a teenager, let's say, I didn't even know the meaning of depression. And nowadays, even kids, nowadays they be like, I'm depressed, I'm suffering from depression. I think it's because we are too much into the phone and we isolate ourselves from the outside world, also to say from opening ourselves or being able to go out or converse with others. So I think it's very important to build communicational skill or being able to express our thoughts, because once we are depressed or once we suffer from depression, it can really destroy our life. So I wanted to say that we should stop thinking that being introvert or being alone all the time is cool. I know this is very controversial, because many people will have many different opinions, or you may have different opinions, you may have different point of view, and I have different. So this is just my opinion, and I totally respect yours. So I'm just sharing what I think. So that will be it for today, and I hope to do better tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and peace out.